Welcome to Freaky Fauna Friday, where every Friday we take a little time and explore some of the freaks of nature from around the planet we cherish so deeply. So please, jump aboard and let's explore the wilds together. Hello, hello. I am the great and powerful Mr. E, and welcome back.
And I'm Jay, and we're back on Friday to greet you with our soothing tone and our warm energy and love for nature. So welcome. All right.
We're going to talk today about the stink bird,
Ew. The what?
the Hoatzin.
The stink bird?
The Hoatzin.
Hoatzin, a.k.a. the stink bird.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to read this little fun fact sheet like I try to do, and then I'm going to tell you more about this bird because this is a very limited fact sheet. Anybody look up the Hoatzin or the stink bird?
Ha!
They're very pretty birds.
They do, but they have a funny head.
I think this is his picture, like, because it's like all there.
He still has a funny head, like with that.
Very dinosaur.
Yeah.
And they are a genetic mystery.
Ooh, okay.
So they may be much, much more closely related to dinosaurs.
Than anything we got?
Yeah.
Else we got?
By a long shot.
Well, why do you?
But we'll get to there.
Oh, okay.
Something they're born with that they lose as they get older.
Okay.
But the Hoatzin, they live to be about 30 years old.
It's pretty good.
They stand at about 26 inches tall, about 2 foot, somewhere in there. They weigh about pound and a half.
Okay.
We have some problems with their population, like understanding it, and I'll get to there. They're also called the reptile bird, the skunk bird, the stink bird, and the Cajun pheasant. They're from the Amazon, so it's like I don't know why they're called the Cajun pheasant,
But I like it.
but it makes me laugh every time. The Hoatzin is a tropical bird found in the Amazon and Orinoco basins. You ever heard of the Orinoco?
Mm-mm.
It's the other big rainforest down there, but it's near the Amazon, big rainforest basin.
Okay. No, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's awesome. So this is what's really weird. There's a lot weird with this bird, but here's the top thing: the chicks are born. They have a clawed finger or two on each wing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they look just like Jurassic Park dinosaur fingers.
Like right when they come out of the shell?
Yeah.
Wow.
So their wings aren't fully evolutionary wings yet, like fully wings. They're more like what we think velociraptors had, where they had the wing parts but still had the fingers.
Yeah.
But they don't have all their fingers.
Okay.
And we'll get to why they still have these. But yeah, they're a genetic freak. So their appearance, they're pheasant-sized. Anybody ever seen like a ringtail or a ringneck pheasant or anything like that? They're pretty close to that in size. They have a long neck, a small head with a bright blue featherless face, a giant crest of feathers, maroon eyes. They have a long, sooty brown tail and bronze, green-tipped, brownish-white or buff bands at the end. Their upper parts are dark, sooty brown, edged buffed with color coverance. That's the wing feathers.
Interesting. Okay.
So they got all kinds of browns, golds. I think they're a very pretty bird.
They are, yeah.
They're a very odd looking bird.
Yeah, they're that too. Most pretty ones are odd looking though.
They are neotropical, mangrove and tropical moist forest. So their nests are almost always over water.
Oh, okay.
So if anybody ever looks up their little range map, there's a big hole in the middle because dry.
What do you mean?
There's like not a lot of water right there in the middle. See what's like a donut?
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, wow.
They need to have their nests are almost always over water, specifically like mangrove type plants.
Wonder why that is though.
We'll get to there.
Oh, okay.
We know why.
Oh, we do know why. Okay.
Yeah, they're a wetland animal for sure.
Mm.
The Hoatzin are generally grievous birds. They make a lot of noise.
Oh, okay.
They live in family groups or in small flocks. They are active during the day and usually forage in the early morning and early evening, spending the rest of their time roosting. When feeding, they have chambers, or they chamber around and are clumsy among the branches and are quite tame, though they become stressed out by frequent visits.
Okay.
So you can get right up near them. You can touch them. Like, they don't have a lot of defense like in their head.
Oh, okay.
They don't think. These things smell awful, and we'll get to that. Like from all the nicknames, they stink horribly.
Stink bird.
Nothing really wants to eat them. There are a couple things want to eat the chicks, but nothing really. Hoatzin are very poor flyers.
Okay.
They only soar from tree to tree and need a lot of noisy effort and to move away, like to be alarmed to fly away. So like to get them to move, you got to be screaming at them, hitting sticks in the trees. Like they don't want to fly. They're not good at it. They don't want to do it.
Is it kind of like peacocks? Like the big
The male
males?
peacocks,
yeah,
kind of even worse than that.
Oh wow.
Because
Okay.
peacocks can like launch from the ground. These guys can't.
Oh, okay.
Once again, they're very much like they're very dinosaur.
Gotcha.
They have ungodly noises. They crackle, they groan, they cronk, they hiss, and they grunt.
Sounds awesome though.
They're like pigs. They sound like pigs.
Yeah. Man,
Their calls are often associated with body movements such as wing spreading. So when they're calling, they're often like doing some kind of posture.
The bird displays.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite mating rituals or displays to watch are birds when they're doing their little dances or little struts. I don't know. It's pretty entertaining. All I know is wow.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it. Hopefully it comes through well. Excuse me, but that does not sound like a bird.
No, it's not a bird. It is a bird, but I'm just saying it's just like
Right. No,
every sound of that is just like
not screams, not
it sounds
bird.
like a bear. Really, it sounds like a bear, a female bear. It's called cutting teeth.
Wow, yeah,
When
yeah.
they get real mad. They are monogamous.
Okay.
So they mate for life.
That's awesome. A lot of birds do that.
It's about 50-50.
Yeah. I mean, compared to
It's weird because it's I wouldn't even say it's probably less. Like most birds probably don't. But there is a lot of birds that do.
right as compared to other animal groups, it seems like birds do it a lot more. And from my observations, I don't know. Just seems that way, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, so they're monogamous. They mate during the rainy season. Their incubation period is 32 days. Their chicks, though, are independent in 2 months, which is pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And they lay 2 to 3 eggs. Hoatzin are monogamous, which means one female, male mate for life. They breed during the rainy season, like I said, but they nest in very small colonies. Females lay 2 to 3 eggs with a stick nest that hang over water that's seasonal flooded forest. The eggs are incubated for 32 days by both parents. The chicks usually remain in the nest for 2 to 3 weeks after hatch and are fed by both parents in up to 2 months. I did this stupid thing again. There we go. I clicked the pictures on this website and it takes the whole screen.
Oh, gotcha.
They can begin to fly, or whatever they call flying, at 55 to 65 days and reach reproductive maturity at 1 year old. So pretty standard stuff for a bird of their size.
Yeah.
They do have some population threats, but they are listed as least concerned currently. Hoatzin are fairly common in large part due to their range and are not considered endangered. So basically what it's saying is if in their range, they're very common.
Okay.
Outside of their range, just a little bit.
Barely.
They're never, you don't see them.
Okay.
And they're very habitat-specific animals.
Are they endangered at all?
No, so they're listed as least concerned.
Oh, wow. So it's really good.
Yeah, but they're in very hard areas to also study.
Right. Yeah.
So for our Ohio example, would be like a green salamander. They're endangered in Ohio, and it's not because they're probably like they are endangered in Ohio. It's we don't have a lot of habitat for them.
Gotcha.
They're hyper-specific habitat animals.
Okay.
So if there's no habitat, of course you don't have them.
Right. They're not going to
So
be
that's
there.
the Hoatzin too.
Okay.
They require very strict habitats.
Do you think that's something you could transform your backyard into?
No. Not without a lot of problems.
Yeah, so your neighbors will hate you, and so will probably all their neighbors too.
Yeah. So do you want to know why they're called the stink birds?
Let me guess, they smell awful.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but you know what causes that?
I'm sure it's probably like the whatever oil or something they're putting on their feathers and stuff.
Nope.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Good guess, though, but nope.
What is it?
They have a very unusual digestive system.
Oh, no. What do they eat?
Just leaves.
Okay.
They're fermenters,
Oh, that's why.
like cows.
Yeah.
They're also called sometimes cowbirds.
Cowbirds. All right.
They have an elongated and enlarged crop.
Okay.
Yeah. So these stink birds these birds are sometimes called stink birds due to their foul odor, which is because they are fermenting food for the digestive systems. These birds are constantly burping and farting.
That's what all those noises are.
No, they make like it sounds like a human burp.
And a human fart?
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be funny.
Most farts sound the same.
True.
Just size, a cow fart's obviously louder, but it's still the same kind of general noise.
I need to get one of these, so every time, I can always blame it. It was a stink bird.
So in order to help balance itself due to this elongated and enlarged crop, they have a giant leathery bump on the other end of their body.
Oh, for weight distribution, okay.
So this is very similar to some dinosaurs with having these big, thick-based tails. So, for example, if you look at Tyrannosaurus rex, it was very front-heavy, with the legs being farther back. So that's why they have such gigantic tails, for counterbalance.
Right. Makes sense.
So, yeah, they enjoy sunbathing. They prefer to perch on trees and spread their wings and be erect towards the sun to warm their feathers. And like I already talked about with the claw. So, cool thing they use this claw for is when they fall into the water. So that's kind of their only defense mechanism. Let's say there's like a hawk trying to get them.
Yeah.
Or like the Amazon's full of predatory birds and reptiles.
Yeah.
If there's a hawk trying to get them, they just kind of fall.
Okay.
They jump
into the water.
Yeah. And both chicks and adults are excellent swimmers.
Okay.
So they swim and then they use these claws and they climb up the tree like a monkey.
I was just going to say they use them for climbing.
They hardly use their feet when you watch them climb up trees.
Really?
Yeah. These are dinosaurs.
I might have to find a video of that.
They actually have more of a tail than most birds, too, underneath their feathers.
Okay.
So most birds have a very stumpy tail with elongated feathers.
Yep.
These guys actually have that
tail.
A pretty tail. Like they're dinosaurs.
Are they close to synapsids?
No.
Oh.
Nothing alive today is close to synapsids.
I just wanted to say it.
We're so far removed from synapsids. No, so these guys are genetic mysteries. They don't really have anybody else in their family group, and they're one of these animals that gets tossed around and argued about a lot. But they're very close related to dinosaurs.
Are you allowed to own them in the U.S.?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Actually, they're at least concerned. I don't know if they're actively breeding them. There's probably some, I'm sure these would become invasive in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably would. Now, in Ohio, I don't think they would take off too well. You have to have pretty specific habitat for them to live here.
I've never seen them in zoos.
Right.
So I don't even know if, you could get them. Most people believe that they're mostly close related to is cranes and purvils, which are that's just another type of bird.
Okay.
But they're not close related to anything.
Right, yeah.
Some other people say they're close to tropical cuckoos. Okay. Which is another, you can type it in, it's just another weird bird. But scientists can't agree on where to put them. And we think, a lot of scientists think they're one of these animals that are relic species. They're literally, they may be dinosaurs.
Yeah.
There are some scientists that argue that these guys may be dinosaurs.
Just lived and they continue to live.
Because back when they were discovered, we didn't know how much dinosaurs look like birds, but vice versa. Right? How much birds look like dinosaurs.
Right, yeah.
So when it was discovered, it was a bird because it looked like a bird, but it's born with elongated reptile fingers, and it crawls around and it eats grass, and it has a digestive system that is not like any other bird.
What if dinosaurs aren't as old as we think?
That's a different show.
Okay.
Conventional biology on this show, please.
You're right. But yeah, these are really odd-looking, cool birds.
Yeah, they're neat. And then, so it's I kind of think that, I don't really think they're dinosaurs. I'm not one of those that put them in. I don't think they're birds either.
Well, then what would that fall under?
A transitional group. So where the birds came from dinosaurs, and modern birds are all very developed into the modern forms, where they're ostriches. Everybody says ostriches look like dinosaurs. No, to me, they're birds. They're very much birds. Their skeletal systems and everything like that
What about
have some similarities to dinosaurs, but they are very distinct.
Where do penguins fall?
Very distinct. Penguins have legs; they're just in there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but skeletally, they're very much birds.
They're still very birds.
Very, very birds.
And then these stink birds don't act
they're
like that?
Their digestive system, their guts are super different. Their skeletal system's very different. They're born with fingers.
Yeah, that's weird. Like bats.
Even more.
Yeah. Okay. That is odd. It's kind of freaky, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, these are definitely earn the title Freaky Fauna.
Yeah.
and then just the way they act they act like Jurassic monkeys.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think and that's why I didn't mention that. That's why they nest over water.
So they can fall in.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, they're really, really good swimmers.
Mm-hmm.
Even the adults have been seen, like, adults would rather climb down a tree and swim.
Then be around, flying around
and
the air.
even most adults still have a claw on their wing.
Oh, so it stays.
The claw, the fingers, like, disappear.
Oh, okay. But the claw remains.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, more like you've ever seen pterosaurs and stuff like that. So these guys, I think they may even be a separate group of animal.
What would you call it?
Well, I don't know. Stinka Paradiidae.
It has a ring to it. I think it might have legs and go.
Gaggiosteidae.
Yeah. That's pretty good,
I
too.
don't know, I got my biologist friend is coming to the house tomorrow, so I'll ask him.
Okay, he'll rename it. All right.
He's still a biologist.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're no longer worthy of the moniker.
No, he's. You think I'm a fish nerd?
Yeah.
It's Zach. It's Zach's coming to the house tomorrow.
I don't know. You're still a fish nerd.
He is 10 times. I mean, literally. But no, so yeah, stink birds.
They're pretty cool.
I'd own one if I could.
What? How do you pronounce the name again?
Let me look at it. The Hoatzin.
Hoatzin. Never heard of it.
So it's literally spelled like goat with an H.
Yep.
Hoat.
Okay.
And then Zin. Z-I-N.
Hoatzin. Okay. Hoatzin. The Hoatzin.
I wonder if you could buy him.
Maybe that'll be a mission moving forward.
Probably not.
I think you got space back there.
I'm just saying for the animal's well-being. It just would suck to have a tropical animal in Ohio.
Maybe.
Reptiles are easy because it's just like the reptiles.
But maybe it'll like it up here.
They don't complain as much as a bird that can climb. It stinks.
Maybe it's not a bird.
A thing that stinks to high heaven.
Maybe it just would love it here.
Oh, it probably would.
Yeah.
Probably eat all my plants.
Well, at least you have a Hoatzin.
All right, what's this weekend's word of wisdom or uplift?
What do you think? What do you think here?
I'm putting them on you. I do all the research.
Okay. Well, this weekend, wave to somebody you don't know. Compliment a stranger. Just one.
Not creepily.
No, just one. Not, creepily and not creepily.
Like, hey, I love your hat. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Hey, you look good.
Hey, you know what? I like that you're wearing that pocket square. People don't wear them as much anymore. But you make it look fun again. Have a good day, sir.
Make it look fun again.
Maybe we'll get more. Maybe we will get Freaky Fauna pocket squares to pass around in the future.
Oh, gosh. Now I'm going to have to put that on the
You
website.
can pass it along. If you want Freaky Fauna pocket squares, say hi to a stranger today.
All right. You guys have a good weekend.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Freaky Fauna Friday. If you want to help the podcast grow, remember to share and give it a 5-star review.